In this video tutorial, I would like to show you how a patient can update their medical history using the patient portal. When a patient first activates their account, they will be prompted to complete their account information and then fill out their medical history. By completing this process, the patient provides the office with a large percentage of the information requested on most new patient intake and patient update forms. The practice will be able to customize what areas of the history they would like patients to fill out and which selections they would like to be available. In the portal history setup, the practice will make selections based on a list populated from their current history questions set up in MedEd. The practice can also customize the message that appears at the top so that it includes instructions to the patient or any other pertinent information. After the initial activation, the patient will be able to update their medical history as needed by clicking on the History tab. If the patient does not have a history document on their chart, they will be able to go into each area and make the appropriate additions. This allows new patients to build their history document and submit it to the practice for review prior to their first visit. This is also a very efficient way for an established practice to begin using the history document and collect the smoking status of their existing patients so that it can be tracked for meaningful use. If the patient does have a history document, the current selections will display for the patient to review and make any necessary changes. The portal will only show sections of the history that the practice has chosen to turn on. The patient can enter the detail screen for each section of the history by clicking on the blue link. Existing items in areas that do not change and will only need to be updated, such as health maintenance, will appear indented underneath the selection. To add a new occurrence, the patient can check the box in front of the selection. In this section, the patient can also enter a year, month, and any applicable comments. At the end of each detail screen, there is also a comment section for the patient to add any additional information. Once the patient clicks Continue, they will be taken back to the history summary screen, and any additions will appear with New in front of them. Existing selections in areas of the history that commonly change, such as assistive devices, will show in the detail screen with their checkbox already selected. This allows the patient to remove items that have changed and make new selections. They will then show on the history summary screen with either Add or Remove in front of them. Once the patient has reviewed their additions or changes, they could choose to submit their history or finish later. Clicking Submit History will bring the patient to a confirmation screen. Selecting Finish Later will save the information for 7 days. Choosing Cancel will bring the patient back to the history summary screen to make additional changes. The patient can confirm that their history is complete by clicking Submit History. The items the patient has added or changed will be sent to the practice for review, and the designated user will receive a patient history update triage. The History tab on the portal will then be locked until the practice has the opportunity to process the information. This completes the patient side of updating history.